Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the 5 dislikes, my 5 biggest dislikes I have for this truck, this Ram 2500 Limited Hemi 6.4 liter mega cab. What I don't like, my top 5 things that I don't like. I think you'll be surprised, and honestly, guys, it was really hard to kind of figure out. Let's talk about the infamous tow mirrors. This is probably one of the biggest arguments and biggest debates when you have Ram owners, the tow mirrors. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They do look like elephant ears. They're really not attractive in my opinion. Some people love them. I will say this though, they work awesome when you need them, especially if you're towing a tall trailer, like a travel trailer. They work great. But for me, when I'm driving them, if I'm not towing, they are down. I think they look much better, more aesthetic, but that's an opinion. It just depends on where you are in the functionality of it. I like the functionality in general, but I'm gonna make another vehicle about what I like as well. So check that out, there is one that's out. But this part is manual. The functionality is great, works well. I'd say probably one of the best in the business in terms of side functioning mirrors when you're actually using it. But for this expensive of a truck, I would expect that this would be at least power. Now, again, like first world problems, right? It's not the end of the world, let's be honest here. But if you're gonna go all out, then go all out. For the price tag of this truck, for it to be a limited model, you would think that they could kind of keep up with the times there. So, Ram, if you can, make that power. Coming from my 1500 Limited to my 2500 Limited Mega Cab, one thing my wife has talked about a lot is the seat. The comfort of the seat on the passenger side is not as comfortable. Now that may be because it's a stiffer truck, so the seat may be getting the bad end of the stick. I mean, when I look at it, it looks like the exact same seat, but I'm not the one that riding on the passenger side. My wife is pretty keen on these things, but I would beg to say it's probably the suspension that's impacting the quality of the ride from the passenger side. The wife is the one who sits on this side, so I have to take her input into advisement, and if she doesn't like it, nobody likes it, right? So there it is. Make sure your wife is happy or whoever's going to be sitting on the side. You see this 2500 heavy duty. You see this Hemi 6.4 liter. Honest with you, all that's code for is this is going to drink gas. When I see this 6.4 liter Hemi, I see the 2500 heavy duty, I already know what it is. It's going to be terrible on gas, and folks, it is terrible on gas. Now, some people say, well, Nick, you're getting a truck, what do you expect? If you want good gas mileage, go get a Prius. I get it, guys, I hear you. But listen, is it wrong for me to want a good truck that's capable, that can do things and not kill my pockets and gas? I don't think it is. I understand when I bought this truck, it was going to be bad on gas. We understood that. I knew it wasn't going to be a Prius. But nobody wants to spend more money on gas than they have to. It's right here. I'm telling you guys, you have to understand, if you're going to get this truck, you're going to be spending some money on gas. Accept it, embrace it, and then go out and enjoy it. But something I definitely dislike about this truck, it's a limited trim, which means when I look at other capabilities of other trucks that are at their top of the line tier trims, I'm hoping that they're going to compare pretty well, if not be better. So I want to show you something. Again, this is a little nitpicky. First world problems, not the end of the world. Honestly, it doesn't even bother me, but when I see other trucks and what they do, and actually just yesterday, or excuse me, the day before yesterday, I actually needed this function. I could have used it, still may do, because I've never had it before. So it's like it's hard to miss what you've never had. But what I'm talking about is this function right here, the tailgate. Now, it's awesome that the tailgate comes down, right? Beautiful. But every truck does that. You don't even have to have the highest trim to do that now. But what it doesn't do is go back up. Where you have GM, Ford, they actually have trucks that go back up. I don't know about Ford in the heavy duty model or super duty model, but other trucks do that. And I actually could have used that feature a couple of days ago. But again, first world problems, I've never had it before, so you figure it out. You close the gate. I mean, heck, I'm kind of happy that it at least comes down automatically. So if I have to pick one, now I'm getting nitpicky, but that's something I would say. All right, so number 5, and the biggest dislike I have on this truck, more than any other truck at all that's out there, if I had to pick one of the worst dislikes, this would be it. I'm going to start out with her key fob. I'm going to let you hear it for yourself. Do you hear this chirping sound? This is a 2021 truck. And when you first start it up, it sounds like it's a 1985 model. It gets better. The good thing is it does get better over time. After about 8 minutes of idling, when it warms up, it goes away. But one, for those of you who have this type of truck, you know idling is not your friend. I talked about the fuel mileage earlier. This right here kills gas mileage. It's kind of embarrassing when you're in a parking lot full of people. If I'm going to soccer practice or a game or something and the truck has been sitting cold for a while, you start it up and it sounds like this. It's kind of a problem. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Some people say it gives it character. To me, I want my new truck to sound like a new truck. I've taken it to the dealer several times. I've looked on forums. They all say the same thing. It's just how they are made. I've heard other Hemis. Some are louder than others, but this sound is there. For whatever reason, the 2500 6.4 liter Hemi, that's just what they do. They need to fix that. Ram, you've got to do better than that. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 dislikes about this truck. If you think about them, they're not really that huge. I will say that chirping sound is ridiculous. That's annoying. I can't believe I didn't hear it when I was test driving it. Maybe I was just caught up in the nostalgia of things or just in the moment, but I don't have any regrets regarding the truck. I would still buy the truck, but it would really be nice to get that piece fixed. But outside of that, guys, if you think about it, my list of 5, they're not really game changer list, right? This is a great truck. This is a great truck. I'm just pointing out something that I've noticed, and that it would have been nice if somebody had told me before I purchased it. But at the same time, it's kind of my fault too, the due diligence piece of it. I can't stress enough, guys. Look, the gas, fuel mileage, get ready to spend some money on gas. It's just what it is. And for those of you who say, well, the diesel gets 20-something miles per gallon or this many more miles per gallon on it, this is true, but you're also paying $10,000 more up front. So who's saving what where? It all depends on how you use it. I talked about that on another video, but gas mileage on this truck is not good. The tail mirrors, they are what they are. The comfort of the seat. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat now. To me, it is a little stiff, but I also know it's a heavy duty truck. So I expect it to be a little bit more stiff, but when the wife speaks, you listen. You found it enough to comment about it. I found it worth to put it in this video because I'm pretty sure we will have other people sitting in these seats too. So something you might want to consider. Again, not a game changer at all for me, but something that you should know and just to acknowledge. And the last one, the tailgate going down automatically but not coming up, not a huge issue, but it would be nice for a limited trim. It would be nice if they were competitive in that space. Not the end of the world. Use the truck just fine. When I'm out working with the truck, when I'm towing with the truck, the tailgate lifting back up automatically on its own is not something that's on my mind. I really only think about it when I see a comparison with other trucks in its same weight class. So guys, that's it. I appreciate you watching. Remember, there is another video. I have my 5 likes on this truck. Matter of fact, it was a little harder for me to narrow it down to just the 5 top things I like. So that right there tells you that this truck is awesome. It's worth it. Highly recommend it. Please check that out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and God bless you guys.